Okay, let me just quickly retweet this. Okay, guys. We're live. Pretty sure we're live. Yo, 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 what's going on, guys?
Yeah,
It's
I
been a
think we are.
while. It's been a while, guys. We're bringing back the vet versus NEWBIE because, me, I've got a lot of questions after reading the Shadow Rising. It's one hell of
Apparently,
a book.
you
Yeah,
haven't told
man.
me anything about what they're gonna be other than a bit
Nah,
about
come on.
Aiel.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of Aiel stuff, bro.
Just
I
like
feel
in
like
that.
the Aiel stuff is the main stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back, guys. It's been a while since I've streamed, but I feel like this is a nice time to go live. I don't know, just to clear up some misconceptions I may have with the series. And I'm bringing back none other than James. Welcome back, man. How's it going, guy? How's it going, my guy?
It's good, man. It's good. I just got back from a weekend at Malki Wheel of Time convention, the first one in Europe, in UK. So it's been awesome. I'm on a Wheel of Time kick at the minute. So excited for this.
Like, yeah, I'm not. I don't know anything about that, man. Like any cons and stuff. Even like I've never been to any of them, but I feel like I would enjoy it. How was it? Like,
Just fantastic. Like, just being around people all weekend, there's the panels that are great fun, watching different discussions about everything in the Wheel of Time, but then just like hanging out with people between having a smoke and talking shit, saying, if you lose your virginity in the dream world, does that mean that you lost it in real life?
I would assume. Actually, yes,
You've had the
because
experience, right? But your
yes,
physical
because
body hasn't.
every time you're freaking, I don't know, like in the world of dreams, if you're injured, like especially Rand, he wakes up with the same scar. So yes, you would definitely.
So what he's saying is, if you have sex in the world of dreams, then you wake up with wet pants.
Yeah, let's. I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, let's
This is
just
what I
get
bring to the show.
Hey man, we keep it what's it called exclusive, you guys. We keep it exclusive. All right. Chat, let me know if you guys can hear us clearly before we actually start. I just want everything to be nice and clear, and hopefully we can all have a decent time going into the stream.
Sounds like we're all
Okay.
good.
First, I want to start off with the Aiel, man. I feel like the Shadow Rising was massive for the Aiel. It was massive.
Yep.
There was a lot of Aiel world building, number one, and there was also a lot of Aiel, like they were exploring their culture a lot as well. Now, all of these, what's it called, blood feuds, these sister stuff, the first sisters,
Yeah,
second
yeah.
husbands, first cousins, second cousins, like what's up with all that?
What do
Like,
you mean,
I
what's up with it?
swear, I
You don't
can't
have a
keep up
family?
track. No, I can't keep up track with half of this stuff, man. Like, is it like important to know this stuff? Like, sometimes I'm just there, like, okay, when did they mention that? Who is that again? Okay, which clan is this guy from? Which clan has what blood feuds with who? It's mad. Like, it's all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think you necessarily need to know a lot of that stuff.
All right, that's
I'd say
good. That's
the
good.
main like division in the Isle that's relevant is sort of already what you've experienced between the Shido and the rest of the Isle. So that's like the biggest.
Which is actually quite clear to understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's not
exactly,
too bad.
exactly.
That's not too bad.
Um,
Uh,
the only other feud I think that's particularly relevant is there's a feud between one of the clans of Bane and Chiad and Gaul.
Yeah, because what's called isn't cheer and goal like a thing now? Like I swear, like first they used to hate each other. They used to have like some blood enemies, blood feuds. Like I said, I can't keep up track with.
Yeah,
Like
I
I can't
think
track
what it
everything.
is Gaul likes Chiad, but Chiad is first sisters with Bane, and Bane hates Gaul because of a blood feud. But as first sisters, like they only take a husband if they both take him. And also she doesn't want to give up the spear for him. So
Okay. And what about the Gaishan people? I swear these people they act like servants, but they're not servants.
why are
I
they
feel like
not?
the Isle people they value Gaishan people a lot, but then at the same time they just act like I don't know, man. It's it doesn't make sense, man. It actually doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't. Like, okay, so Aiel people, when you're a Gaishan, you can't do any violence. Number one, you have to commute. What's it called? Do work for the community. Number two, and then number three, they have a time limit. I don't understand all of these three together. Like,
yeah, I guess
like,
I don't know the construct of like why the specific rules, but I get the idea behind it because it's all about the honor, right? It's about what toe or they have towards someone for being taken.
Okay, so let's say
I don't want to explain
maiden,
it too
right?
deep because can't remember like the exact details of what you know in that regard. So
let's say a maiden wants to become a Gaishan, right? And does she have like a time? Okay, maiden can't. So let's say someone else, right, becomes a Gaishan. Does he or she have a time limit?
Okay, so yeah, you don't like decide to become a Gaishan.
Or someone else chooses for you.
Not quite, but I feel like I'm stepping into areas where I might be spoiling stuff if you're unclear on that.
We'll take a step back.
I mean, chat, let me know if I'm wrong, if this is covered in the Shadow Rising, but yeah, have you just sort of like seen them around fetching drinks or whatever? You don't really know much about them.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's kind of annoying. Like, I feel like all the Aiel customs and all of their cultures and the way they live. Like, for example, I feel like Mr. Jordan, he gave me information that he wants to give me, but I feel like he doesn't want me to explore this information as of yet. If that's correct, I don't know.
Possibly, and that's where a lot of the ways that Shadow Rising just opens up the world like that is because you realize that there's these huge in-depth cultures that you don't understand yet. But you know, with this 14 books, so there's another 10 to discover them through. And the intricacies of Giotto will become more clear, especially over the next couple of books. That'll help you to understand the Gaishan more, because it is a matter of Giotto.
Okay, so what's it called? Giotto, that's another thing. I feel like I've read the first 9 chapters of The Fires of Heaven, and Giotto was quite relevant. I feel like the Aiel people really
they live by
it. Serious. They live by it. Like, for example, if you steal, then you're pretty much dead. Like, you can't do theft in the Aiel culture. That's why it's like, okay, I can leave my bags in the street and I can just walk. I don't have to, worry about anyone stealing that. We know what happened to Essandra. I'm not going to talk about that now. We know what happened to Essandra, man. Oh my day, that's like brutality, cuz that shit's brutality.
I actually wrote a bar about that the other day.
Oh my god, that's mad. Yeah, these Aiel people do not play around, like I said. And okay, let's talk about I want to talk about Matt when
I want to talk about Matt. I have 3 things written down that I wanted to mention tonight, and one of them is to get you to admit that Matt is the real OG. Because I mean, last time we spoke, I asked you what you thought about Matt, and you told me he was top 6. And at the time, you'd met like 7 characters. So
it's a bit disrespectful, right? It's a bit disrespectful towards Matt, right?
Mad disrespectful. So Matt is the real OG. Agree or disagree?
He's up there. He's up there. I feel like Perrin also needs some praise as well after this book.
Perrin's cool.
He can't do.
Perrin has a really great book in Shadow Rising. Yeah,
I reckon he has the best part in the Shadow Rising. I feel like it was his book, and then Matt was.
The climax of the book is definitely his. Like Rand, the middle portion with the Aiel and Rand is like amazing, one of the best parts of the book. But then the climax, I guess it's sort of more like just before the climax, isn't it? It's the climax of his arc, but then you've got the Tanjiko stuff as well afterwards. So it's like right when you're building up into that big crescendo and you're feeling everything just like rush forward to the end.
Yeah, because Rand had that amazing 2 chapters with the glass columns in reading.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's not even his chapters. I feel like that's just the history of the Aiel. That's just another
It's his
big part of
ancestors, though, specifically.
yeah, true. He is an Nihil. Okay, let's get back to the Matt part, right? So when Matt linked up with the Fox people, right? Obviously, he said these three things. I want to be free of Aes Sedai, number one. I want my holes to be filled, number two. What was the other one again? I want to. Damn it, I forgot the other one. Whatever. So then at the same time, these Fox people said that
a way to get out of this place, I think.
That's the one. A way
it
to
might
get
not
out of this
be the
place.
exact wording.
The hell to get out of this place, some shit like that. And then the Fox people said the price has been paid. And I never. Okay, so I just want to know one thing. If I reread that chapter again, will I know what the price is?
I mean, it should become evident like immediately after that chapter.
Really? What price did he pay? I still don't know then.
They hung him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But he didn't die. Oh wait, did he die? Oh no!
Did he die?
Don't tell me! Don't tell me!
Rafa.
Wait, no, it doesn't make sense. What price did he pay? Okay, I'm just gonna make some predictions on the spot. He died. These Fox people hanged him on the Tree of Life, right?
Yeah.
So that tree of life, Avendasora, I think, or something.
No, it's like a Vandaldora.
That tree of life then gave life to Matt.
Sure.
Because it's called the Tree of Life.
Yeah.
He was hanged on the Tree of Life, so he was dead. So what that tree did, it gave him the life of so many other people. That's probably why. No, it doesn't make sense though. I was thinking maybe it gave him so many lives of other people. That's why he knows a lot of things now.
I was going to say to you, do you have, if you could tackle each one of them independently, not the price bit, but the three things that he asked for, like what would you line them up with?
Obviously with the holes of memory stuff, he just knows a lot of stuff now. He remembers a lot of battles, a lot of like he's like some high counselor for some army now. He knows how to do a lot of stuff, a lot of tricks that normally he doesn't do because he's a Davy. But now apparently he's like some genius now. But I don't know which genius he is. And then Matt, I feel like what's it called? Matt is destined for glory. But at the same time, it doesn't make sense because we have Perrin and Rand. They have proper leadership skills, and then you have Matt, in the other hand, that does not have any leadership skills.
No interest in it either.
Like nothing. He just wants to leave, bro. But I feel like of course, let's exclude Rand. I feel like we can't involve Rand in this. Let's compare Matt and Perrin. Perrin just became a leader just by being himself. Matt, I feel like he needs to be a leader. We've got the Red Eagle references. We've got the army references. We've got the old tongue references. Like, I feel like in terms of what's it called, character depth, he has the most potential, even more than Rand, because there's so much going for him when it comes to the memories, when it comes to what's it called, I don't know what he's able to do. So
don't worry about that. We're all good. I just turned it off my camera so you can't see my face.
Hey, yo, come on, bro. Don't do that to me, bro. Don't do that to me, bro. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, bro. I probably said something interesting, didn't I?
Yeah, Matt has that potential, to be sure.
There's a reason why he's your number one character. He probably just does some epic shit towards the end.
I mean, 3 chickens, dude.
3 chickens, mad.
Three chickens.
3 freaking chickens, bro.
Blowing a firework through the Stone of Tyr, no problem. Just give me some chickens first, and then I'll blow that hole. Blowing the Horn of Valyr, no problem. I'll do that. Come on, Matt already has like so many epic moments. He's just like doesn't give a fuck, turns up, does what he wants, and then
bro, his fight with freaking Galad and Goen still to this date is one of the most epicest shit I've ever read. Bro.
Exactly.
Holy shit, bro. Put some respect on that guy's name, bro.
Trust me, he's got many more good moments to come as well. But those are just the highlights so far. Matt's the greatest.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Let me know if you guys want me to talk about the first 9 chapters of the Fires of Heaven. I want to reference something about Matt as well. So if that's okay with you guys, I'm gonna reference the first 9 chapters of the Fires of Heaven. Now,
do you want me to like
coming back?
Put maybe I can put like a spoiler banner or something, just in case.
I think it should be fine. It's not that. It's not really a spoiler.
Sure. Okay.
So then the next one was Matt. He wants to be free of Aes Sedai, right? So
yes.
Initially, when I read that, I thought he was going to be completely free regardless, but I never knew it was that medallion that's the cause. That medallion is the reason why he is free of Aes Sedai. That's why Moraine couldn't heal him.
Mm-hmm.
When she tried, it went ice cold. But when he took it off, she was able to heal him. So he's not really free of Aes Sedai. But I feel like
no,
as long as he has that medallion, he is free of Aes Sedai.
Yes.
So what? So okay, I'm not gonna say too much to that because I feel like it's more than enough for me to understand. Like he just needs that medallion to be free of Aes Sedai.
Essentially,
but if he doesn't have that medallion, then he's fucked. That's just how it is. That's how it is. Right? Oh shit! Damn, you're like a hardcore fan, bro, aren't you?
Dude, I just got back from a convention where we sat and talked about books for an entire weekend. Yes, I'm a hardcore. I've got a Hidori on. There's a spear over there.
Hey guys, look at the freaking thumbnail, bro. This guy's dressed like an Aiel, bro. He has a freaking blade pointing at my neck. Bro. This guy, where's your shufa, bro? Next thing you need to buy is a shufa, cause just in case someone pisses you off, bro. Put your shufa on, bro. Sneak up on them. And then the last thing was, what do you say? Get the hell out of here. Now that can mean a lot of things, man. That can mean a lot of things. Get the hell out of here.
I mean, he did get out of here.
But I feel like there's more to it.
We didn't see it.
I feel like there's more to that, man. I just don't think he can just instantly, like, I don't know, leave that place and that's it. Like, 3 things is a very small number for 14 books. You can't just have 2 relevant things and 1 irrelevant thing. Get the hell out of here.
Interesting. This was the same book that you had the first door for him as well, right? Where he got answers.
Yeah, so that
one
was
with
like the snake
near the
people,
start
right?
of the book. Yeah.
That's with snake people.
I can't remember which way around it is with the snakes and foxes, but
but I feel like the snake people gave him guidance, while the fox people just did something crazy.
Well, they gave him 3 answers, right? Whereas the foxes gave him 3 gifts.
3 gifts. They gave him the spear with the blade. They gave him the medallion.
Give him the 3 things he has.
Wait. So the blade and the spear is like 2 things, right?
It's part of it, or it could be part of the price that was paid as well, because that's what he was hanging from. It's unclear.
I don't know, man.
But the first time he went through the 3 questions, I want to like ask you for thoughts on those. So the first one was that he had to go to Ruidian. That was the first thing they told him. The second was that he would
marry
live
the daughter of the Nine.
Oh yeah, marry the daughter of the 9 moons. There was you will live and die again.
Something, yeah.
And then there was another one as well.
Yo. Can I please stop you there?
You can't.
You live and die again, yeah?
Or die and live again, maybe.
He died. He was hanging from the tree of life, bro. That's what happened. You live
Rafa.
Die again.
I can't remember if that was the exact wording of it. But there was another one as well. There was Chat, tell me if I'm wrong about the light thing, because I don't wanna spoil it if it hasn't come yet.
No, it's all good though. It's all good. Nah. Okay, let's just come back to Matt, bro. I feel like Matt had, since the Dragon Reborn, he elevated a lot.
Oh hell yeah!
Dragon
Reborn was his book.
100%. Dragon Reborn was his book. I feel like he's my second favorite character now.
Behind Perrin.
Behind Perrin, he's my second favorite character now. But like I said, top three is like a flip of a coin, man. Between Nynaeve, Matt, and Perrin, anyone can take it, man. Anyone.
Sure.
Anyone. I feel like Rand as well. Like I also like Rand a lot.
What do you think's gonna happen with Perrin in book 5?
What's gonna happen with? I don't know, man. I feel like Perrin just has already accomplished something major, while we have Matt and Rand that didn't really accomplish anything. If that makes sense. I feel like there's more for Matt and Rand to happen, while Perrin. That's probably why Perrin just skyrocketed up to my number 1 list, because he just did something mad.
Yeah.
You know, he literally saved Emmons Field, while Matt and Rand is just still fulfilling prophecies and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
While Perrin actually did something epic, mad. So,
I mean, he basically just reformed Manetheren, right?
Literally, yeah. And like I said, like, what is there for him to do? Because number 1. I know that.
What is there for him to do? Fail.
For Aiul.
Fail. His
Fail.
Wife. His wife.
Come on, bro. Yeah. He's not gonna settle down. There's freaking 10 books left, mate. He's not gonna settle down. He's not gonna settle down.
No, but they might spend some time, you know.
I mean, yeah, they can have their freaking romantic life.
Like, also, chat confirmed for me, by the way, that it has already happened. So the other thing that the snake said to him was that he would give up half the light of the world to save the world. I wondered if you had any theories on any of those things before. Sorry, just going back to that forefront before.
Oh, good, bro. Let us know if that's a thing. Okay, so with Perrin, I know he's not gonna be in the Two Rivers anymore, because the Two Rivers belongs to Matt. Manetheren is his what's it called? Destiny. It is, man. I don't care if you freaking confuse me. Oh, is it? Is it not? Is it? Are you sure? I'm certain, mate. I'm certain that Manetheren is Matt's final task. The Red Eagle banner, everything is just making sense, bro. Manetheren has the Eagle banner, doesn't it not? Or correct me if I'm wrong.
Manetheren is already his.
Yeah. There we go. See, and then Matt also had what's it called, that memory of this army attacking Manetheren, or was it this army? And then he was defending Manetheren. He had this memory. I'm telling you, man. Matt will come back to the Two Rivers. Number 1, because he doesn't want to, so he will eventually. Because he doesn't want to, and whatever Matt doesn't want to will happen to him.
Who do you think out of like the main 5 will go back to the Two Rivers over the course of the story?
I think everyone. But I feel like Matt. But I think Matt will definitely go back. I feel like Rand has to go back as well, because that's where he grew up. I just don't know. I think, but it makes sense for Matt to go back. It makes sense. Nynaeve obviously will go back, because Nynaeve just loves the Two Rivers. I don't think Egwene will go back. Egwene just always wanted to leave, didn't she?
Gwyn's on it. See you later, Dad. I'm going to college.
Yo. I don't know, man. Manetheren, but I feel like Manetheren, it's Matt's final task, bro. Something's gonna happen there. I'm not sure what. Manetheren does have a lot of history, which is not really explained yet. So I guess we'll find out more. And another thing is, I'm gonna make another prediction. We now, you know how in the Wheel of Time, right, there's different ages, right? First age, second age, third age. We're currently in the 4th or 3rd age, right?
3.
Third, okay. So my prediction is somehow or someone is going to reverse time, and we're going to jump from the 3rd age to the 2nd age or the 1st age. And I'm not just saying that as a flashback. I'm saying someone will actually jump from the 3rd age to the 1st age. I feel like that's where Matt or Rand will be relevant. Not Perrin, though. Like I said, Matt knows a lot about back in the days, and Rand just has
that'd be pretty insane. Because then, like, you'd have to, like, are you defeating the Dark One in the 1st age, or in the 3rd age, where everyone that you know and love is?
It's like what happened in Avengers. The last Avengers movie.
Avengers.
Oh, you haven't? Okay,
no, I'm not a superhero guy generally. So.
Okay, I don't want to spoil it for you then. Basically,
I'm never gonna watch it. It's fine.
This is my prediction for the end of the book. The final battle against the Dark One, they're gonna lose. Somehow, someone's gonna survive, And the only way to beat the Dark One is to go back to the first age, maybe where he's a little weaker. Oh, actually, no, wouldn't he be the strongest at that age? I don't know. And then kill him in that age. I feel like because we still have 10 books left.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Dark One's gonna stay hidden for 10 books. Like that's a bit dragged out, is it? He's not gonna stay hidden for 10 books. Eventually, he'll come out, and I feel like if Robert Jordan really wants to make it interesting, he'll just make a big shocking scene out of this by making the Dark One victorious, and somehow they have to come back from that. I think that's gonna happen, but I'm not sure about the jumping from time to time. But I feel like they will definitely lose to the Dark One. I feel like someone's gonna die as well. I don't know who. I don't know who, man. If I was to predict who was going to die, I think Perrin's gonna die, man. The only reason why I'm saying that is because he's a very loving guy, and they always kill people who's like loving and caring, bro. I'm telling you, bro, the way he's gonna die is he's gonna try and protect Fail, and he's gonna die, bro. He's gonna die, bro.
I mean, it could happen for all I care. He's
not like obviously
favorite.
don't freaking tell me. But obviously, yeah, that's right. But yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Someone has to die.
I mean, one thing I was gonna say is that like this book in particular, the Shadow Horizons, literally in the name, that like the Dark One is beginning to have more of an influence on the events of the world. You know, you get these little bubbles of evil, and the Forsaken are loose.
We've got wars happening.
Yeah, there's wars. You know, the weather's kind of weird. There's all sorts going on that's showing that his influence is growing stronger. So rather than thinking of it as like him being hidden, if it's more like he's like seeping out slowly, if that makes sense.
You know, one thing I hope that Robert Jordan does not do, I hope he doesn't drag it out until the last book. I really hope that's not the case. I just don't want it to be, okay, we have to beat one Forsaken in one book, the next Forsaken in another book, until we just get to the last book.
I mean, that formula kind of gets broken, like...
Okay, that's a smart move, because if it didn't, then that's just repetitive, you know? Hopefully...
There's a lot of characters and there's a lot of storylines, and there are some bits that drag. Like, we talked about the slog a bit last time when we had a chat. And, you know, it's not really a thing that I'd worry about, especially reading them all at will.
Now, when it comes to long series, man, I've got no issues, man. I feel like once I start, I'll finish. I've never not finished a series when I have started, so it's not an issue. And also, I understand that you can't have, like, what's it called, something perfect. You know, you can't have something perfect when you have something so long. So there's obviously going to be some issues here and there. It's just how you look at it as a whole. That's how I will eventually look at it. So it's not a big issue.
We'll just let them know. Let the viewers know here that in like 9 minutes, this Zoom room is going to close, but we'll get one reopened again quickly enough, and
it'll be like a short break. Yeah. All good. Okay, so all right. Next question I want to ask is, we know that Egwene is one of a dreamer of like 100 years or something like that, right?
Like one of the only, yeah.
Yeah, she's like a very
rare... The last
rare...
known one was Corianne in the deal.
Yeah, that's the one. But Egwene's like very rare who can dream or enter Tel'aran'rhiod, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken. So, how does Elaine and Nynaeve also get into Tel'aran'rhiod? Did Egwene leave that ring with them? Is that how? I thought only people who has that talent to dream can dream. So my question is, how's Elaine and Nynaeve also doing this?
I think they have the ring at the minute.
So you're saying anyone can enter Tel'aran'rhiod with the ring?
I believe it requires them to channel spirit into it, but that might be false. Take that with a pinch of salt, but I think it requires them to channel spirit into it, so it would require them to be a channeler. But yeah, Egwene didn't need it, right? She can enter the dream world anyway, so she gave it to them. So they
because Egwene can just do it without.
Yeah, exactly. So, whereas they can't.
Okay. Because I remember I took a break from the book, and when I came back, I'm like, okay, damn, I didn't actually.
White Rules corrected me in chat. The ring doesn't require channeling. then Sonic Intervention saying, yeah, it's channel spirit into the ring, so maybe it does. I don't know, there's a bit of confusion in chat.
Okay, that's good. That's good. It's good to have you guys. It's good to have you.
Yeah. People are here, man. People are here and popping.
Yeah, that part just confused me, man. I thought only maybe like dreamers can only enter the Talon.
Yeah,
so you're saying
usually like only a dream walker would be able to, go about the dream and do what they wanted. But with the Twisted Ring Terangrill, anyone can.
Anyone. That's a dangerous tool then.
I think what we're seeing or agreeing in chat is that the original Twisted Ring Terangrill doesn't require channeling.
That's actually a very good tool to have then. My goodness.
I mean, it still requires knowledge in order to use it effectively, right? And that's
of course
part of what, Egwene and the Wise Ones sort of get into a little. Because, yeah, you can, even if you, just because you can enter Tel'aran'rhiod doesn't mean that you can navigate Tel'aran'rhiod effectively.
I see. Okay, that's fine then. But Tel'aran'rhiod is actually it's more overpowered than I thought it was, man. To be able to spy on someone in their dreams, it's mental. Like, okay, I want to talk about the Wise Ones, bro. I don't trust them at all, bro. They are worse. They are so much worse than the Aes Sedai. I thought that Aiel people would not be like this, but nah, I hate them. I don't like them at all. I just don't like these Wise Ones at all. Like the shit they...
This is a hot take. You're going to lose some fans on this one. Go ahead,
really?
but...
Look at the Wise Ones. It's just... At least when Aes Sedai talk, you can tell that they talk with authority, blah, blah, blah. But these Wise Ones are just rude, straight up rude. They just don't give a crap, bro. I don't know, but I feel like I like Amis. I think I still like Amis. But everyone else I hate. I hate Malane. I hate Bear. Those two in specific, Bear needs to go, bro. I don't trust Bear, bro.
How are they rude?
Bro, Bear just acts like she's the top shit, bro. I swear, bro.
She
is. Oh my god. I mean,
for now at least.
But look at the Aes Sedai though. They also, when people meet up with Aes Sedai, the Aes Sedai still acts very cool and collected.
Just so we can quote you on this, you're saying that the Aes Sedai are a good example of like an authoritative power figure in women is.
That's a good question.
You want to die on that hill?
I don't know. Nah. I think Book would have said stuff that, bro. Stuff that. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. There's some Aes Sedai I feel like that's actually I don't know, man. They're all evil, bro. They're all evil, bro. Aes Sedai and Wise One, they're all the same shit, but they're all evil, bro.
You can't lump the Wise Ones in with the Aes Sedai. The Wise Ones are... Oh, jeez.
They're freaking sneaking up on some people's dreams, bro. And they're making Avienda go through hell, bro. And I actually like Avienda, bro. I don't hate Avienda.
So, what makes you think... What is making you say she's going through hell?
Okay, I thought she did, but if she was someone else, then definitely. Because let's just go back to the Fires of Heaven for a second. These freaking Wise Ones told Avienda to freaking sleep with Rand when they know that Avienda hates Rand. I know Avienda doesn't hate Rand. I feel like Avienda's going to have the time of her life. But I'm just saying that, what's it called? When you know that someone hates someone so much, you're asking them to sleep with someone just so you can get information. It's mad, bro.
To clarify, they said sleep in his room, not sleep with him, like, sexually.
That's still...
I know it's still like a bar, but yeah, I mean, but why do you think she does hate him? Like, there's got to be a reason for that, right?
Probably Rudin, bro. She saw something in Rudin. Oh, okay. I know. So you know how, what's it called? There's three okay. I want to reference the Aes Sedai again because I feel like the accepted test and the Wise One test are pretty much the same thing. Because when they go to Rudin, when she goes to Rudin, she sees three terangrials, right? Same with the Aes Sedai. You see the past version of yourself, the present version of yourself, and the future version of yourself. So since
Good connection,
Elaine, since Elaine loves what's it called, not Elaine, since Avienda loves Elaine so much as a sister, she wants the best for Elaine, and she wants Elaine to have Rand. Avienda probably saw a future with Rand. That's probably why she was so angry. She hated Rand for that, because she knows she'll destroy Elaine's relationship.
Right. Okay.
I feel like that's, if that makes sense. So
no, it
that's
does
probably
make
why.
Sense.
Yeah, that's probably why she hates Rand so much. Because there's no other reason to hate Rand. Because she's Aiel. She's meant to protect Rand. She's a people of the dragon. There's no other reason to hate Rand other than that. So, and maybe that's why she's so collected around Rand, because she knows that she's gonna be his future wife. She's not scared of Rand. She's like, okay, I'm gonna be your wife regardless. So what's the point of being scared of you? She's the only person that's not really scared of Rand. So that's probably why. That's my guess. I don't know. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know, man.
Is this a good time to restart the Zoom call just before it ends?
Yeah, guys, we'll be back in literally 1 minute, so we'll see you guys in a bit, right?
If you just reopen it straight away, I should just be able to click that sim link, right?
Easy. So I'll end right now.
That is, if I can find my Twitter to open the link. Hey chat, I know you're just looking at my my background there. Apologies, I'm running the stream today because Snoozy had some issues setting up. Yo.
Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, chat, listen, like we tried doing some epic shit at the start, like everything was gonna be nice with the tech issues. Before the tech issue happened, man. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, I was just filling them in a bit. I'll let you do it because I actually need the bathroom. So
when I get a new PC, trust me, bro. Like these streams are gonna be so much better. I had like a whole nice what's it called, display. Everything I had like our names in the bottom. I had like titles and everything, and then my computer just died on me, bro, because I just had too many things open. So now we're gonna have to just do this, which is still fine, but trust me, guys. Tech issues won't be a problem going in the future. So, all right, guys, I'll keep you guys busy until James is back. But okay, what are you guys saying? Robert Jordan was influenced by both real-world culture, society, as well as various world mythologies when creating characters and book worlds. Does anyone in the books remind you of anything? Okay, yes, they do. I feel like what's it called? The Dark One. His name is Shaitan, right? He's also like what's it called? The devil from the Islamic religion. I know that. There's a lot of references linked to the Islamic religion, number one. Also, the world, like how you come back from time, I think it's like Hinduism, I think. So that's another thing as well that reminds me of real world cultures. And I feel like there's some parts kind of reminds me of Asian worlds. I feel like Tia in specific reminds me of like some Asian worlds. So that's also another thing is a thing. So not quite sure. So that's what I can take from.
You're pretty spot on with the Hindu allegory there of the whole Wheel of Time and reincarnation thing. I know that was definitely a factor. As well, just on Asian stuff, I know that the Borderlands were somewhat designed around Asian themes.
There's a lot of names that's linked to the Islamic religion as well. I've also noticed that. That's all I could kind of piece out together. So
there's a fair bit of Arthurian stuff in there as well. Just lots of real world allegories.
Guys, like I feel like I'm assuming most of you guys have read this series multiple times. Maybe that's why you guys can pick up on a lot of stuff, man. I feel like the Wheel of Time. Oh my bad. I feel like what's it called? I feel like the Wheel of Time was made to be reread.
Oh, 100%.
It's literally made for that purpose, man.
100%.
It's made for that purpose.
Your second read's better than your first.
I can see why. I can see why. I can see why.
You'll never get out now, man. You're stuck. The wheel
I'm
doesn't stop
trust me.
turning it. There's
Trust
no
me, bro.
end or beginning.
When I finish, I'm gonna take a long break. I'm gonna take a
I thought the same
long
thing.
break.
I took 2 days and then I opened the Eye of the World again.
Trust me, mate. I'm gonna take the fattest break I've ever taken in my life.
Oh, I
bro.
saw those Sanderson books the other day. Don't worry, I'm aware.
Yo, I heard that you started the Cosmere. How's that going?
Yeah, man, I've read Mistborn and Stormlight, so I've got like the same versions of the books as you. I saw it. You tweeted a photo?
In Australia, we have the UK versions in Australia.
Yeah. So I've got like the same copies as you do.
It's annoying with the Stormlight, right? There's like they've split into 2 books. It's kind of annoying sometimes.
It's because it's so fucking big.
It's so big. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I still think The Way of Kings is the best book I've read. How'd you find that, bro?
Oh, have you read some already? I didn't realize you read.
I've read The Way of Kings. I haven't read past that though.
I enjoy it. I don't like everything about Sanderson. I don't think he writes women very well. And there's a couple of like issues that he touches on that I think are, or areas that are just problematic, and yeah, but at the same time, like, he's made me cry, and it takes a lot to do that. But book 3 of Stormlight Oathbringer, I cried multiple times during.
No freaking way. God damn.
I think I probably cried in book 4 as well, but I wasn't as big a fan of book 4 overall.
I've never cried reading a book in my whole life, man. Never.
I have Wheel of Time.
You haven't Wheel of Time?
Yeah.
Which book, if I may ask, which book have you cried in? Just say the book number.
Probably a few of them, to be honest.
I think Perrin's arc was pretty sad in the Shadow Rising.
I mean, I definitely cried reading the last book. I know that for a fact.
Damn, last book, man. It's gonna be
probably,
guys. When I'm up to the last book, I'm gonna live read the whole book, man. I think I have to, man.
No, you're not, because the last battle chapter alone is 4 hours on audiobook.
Hey, don't worry, man. The last battle, guys. We're gonna do 4 different streams for the last battle.
4 different streams.
Do you reckon like it's worth it, man?
It's long, bro. It's long. Trust me.
Trust me. Don't worry, man. I read One Piece, man. One Piece.
It's not like long in a bad way, though. It's like 400 pages of straight action, or however many pages. I don't know how many pages it is.
That's Sanderson for you, bro. That's Sanderson for you.
That's Robert Jordan.
Right.
And Sanderson.
And Sanderson. Okay. What's it called? Let's talk about Nynaeve now. I want to talk about Nynaeve. Nynaeve, my favorite, my day one. I feel like she's knocking the spotlight anymore, man. I'm a bit disappointed, man.
Bellfire fight?
Between who? Her and Morgadith, right?
Yeah, Megadine.
I wasn't that big on that fight, bro, if I'm being honest with you. I wasn't that big on that fight. I feel like the Shadow Rising, there's 2 fights that just didn't live up to the hype. Nynaeve and Morgadith, and Rand versus Asmodean. I feel like, okay, Nynaeve and Morgadith was still a decent fight. I think I'll give that a 7 out of 10. But Rand versus Asmodean was absolutely garbage, bro. I'm sorry, man. I feel like the lead up to that fight was pretty bad. It was just, well, because I just didn't care about Asmodean. Like, okay, I want to come back to the Fires of Heaven again. I'll say this a lot of time. The introduction of Ravine itself is better than that whole entire part that Asmodean got in the Shadow Rising.
Of Ravine in Fires of Heaven?
I think he got introduced slightly in book
3.
But I don't
book
remember
3.
I don't remember.
Matt's in the palace. And he goes to deliver Elaine's letter. And he encounters Lord Gabriel.
Oh, okay. See, that would have been a spoiler. But I found out that Gabriel is Ravine. So that's all good.
Is that a spoiler? I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. Because I literally found out that he is Ravine 2 days ago. So it's fine.
I'm pretty sure that's in book 3.
If not, then I forgot.
Yeah. I forgot. Maybe it's not. Maybe the name's not, but it might just say he's a Forsaken. I don't know.
No, yeah. I literally found out in book 5 that he's freaking Forsaken. So that's
my bad.
That's fine though. No, that's fine. Because I literally find out. Anyway, but coming back to Ravine, he is by far one of the most like you know, there's villains, right, where they get introduced and they just freaking give you a heart attack. He's one of them villains, bro. He
like
is
Valda in the show.
he's deadly, bro. This guy's dangerous to freaking control a queen that has so much freaking power with ease, and Aes Sedai on the side. He has a side hustle of messing with like other Aes Sedai girls, and his main hustle is messing with the queen. And when Lanfear had that meeting with the Forsakens at the start of the Fires of Heaven, this guy did not seem phased, bro. We know that Asmodean was like shitting bricks, bro, but this guy was not phased. He's like, oh, at the end, I feel like I'm gonna have some sort of advantage, which I still don't know what it is. I feel like Ravine has so much potential in becoming one of the most elite villains of this in this show, and I hope I'm not wrong.
This was sort of on one of my questions to ask you. Was to name as many of the Forsaken as you can, because you haven't met that many of them yet, right?
This is gonna be hard, bro. Okay, so Baalzamon, he's also Ishamael, right?
Yes.
Lanfear, Ravine, Asmodean, Samael, Mogadin. What was her name again? Gambrel, the one. What was her name again? I think I read it down here. No, that's not the one.
I think I know who you mean, but I also don't know if that name has been given yet.
Grendel.
Okay, might have been in book 5.
Did I say Samael?
I think he did, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Also, just clarifying for Amara in chat, said the Queen's not a channeler. She actually is. Morghast can channel, but she's just very weak.
She went to the White Tower before, didn't she?
She was training the White Tower. To train there, but yeah. She wouldn't have made it past the novice stage if she wasn't a queen, but they made her unaccepted anyway because she was a queen.
I think it's a tradition for queens of Andor to go to the White Tower.
Yes,
that's why Elaine also went.
Yeah,
that's also why Elaine also went there.
But it's been quite some time since they had an Andoran queen who was also Aes Sedai.
Yeah, bro. Ravine is scary, bro. Ravine is... Don't want to mess with him. I feel like Lanfear still is elite.
Out of all the things in the Wheel of Time, like, other than Balefire, I think compulsion has to be, like, mind 100%. Control. There's nothing scarier 100%. Than that.
100%.
When Megideon comes in this book and just talks, gets loads of information out of Nynaeve and Elaine, then
that
says,
part was insane.
You forget this now. See you later. And walks off. That's scary.
That part was freaking scary, bro. That was mad.
And keep in mind, Megideon's like the weakest of the Forsaken.
It was mentioned that Megideon was like, she's very if she can run, she will run.
Always. She's the spider.
If she can run, she will run. But she's still a freaking Forsaken, bro. Don't take that out.
But but that's my point. If she's like the weakest of them, and she could just walk up to Nynaeve and Elaine, 2 incredibly powerful channelers, and go, zip, zip, tell me all your secrets. Alright, bye. Then like, shit, Ravine's gonna, he's gonna.
Can every single Forsaken use compulsion?
I think there's probably a Ratho.
Okay, no worries.
But like, generally speaking, when it comes to channeling, like, people have their own areas that they specialize in and are really good at. Especially the Forsaken, they tend to like have, this is my thing and I do the shit out of it. Like Megideon, you see her a lot in the Dream World, for example.
It was also kind of foreshadowed that Nynaeve will eventually meet Megideon in the Dream World, and she will probably fight her again, I'm assuming. I think that it's just foreshadowed that way, so we'll see what happens with her. Now let's talk about freaking Lanfear, bro, because Lanfear has been getting a lot of freaking spotlight, man, in this book. Selene,
got it. Okay. And did you spot any others, or
what do you mean spot any others?
Never mind.
Yo, now you're just giving me food for thought, mate. Come on, bro, don't do that.
Or I'm trolling you.
No, you're not. Do we spot? You say? Oh no! Are you talking about the fat lady towards the end?
Well, yeah, 'cause she was Kylie. Yeah.
Yeah, Kylie.
Yeah.
She was Lanfear was disguised as her. I know it's not her, but stuff it, bro. It is what it is. But let's talk about Lanfear, bro, because we don't know what her intentions are. Lanfear, I don't know if she is teaming up with Rand or if she actually wants power and just to use Rand. I think I don't know, man. There's some instances, that, especially at the start, where she saved Rand and she made Trollocs fight Trollocs.
Yep.
And then at the end, she's giving Asmodean, she's linking up with him, and then she's linking up with Ravine, Grendel, Samael.
I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah,
She wants that dick.
I think there's more to that, bro. I think there's more to that.
Nah. She is the crazy ex-girlfriend. She just all about that loose therein / Randall Thor / whatever he's called. Also, for what it's worth, you've definitely seen her impersonate 2 other different people. But we'll move on from that.
Because
yeah,
Lanfear wants to defeat the Dark One. And isn't that her master? She even told them, if we can link up using that massive sangreal, we can freaking defeat the Dark One. I feel like Rand might have a turn where he might actually team up with Lanfear. Because I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna happen, bro. They will team up. I think all of these stuff that they're talking about, linking up and using that sangreal, is a foreshadow. They are foreshadowing that moment to come. They will.
Can you imagine how powerful that would be, though? How powerful it
Because in order to use that sangreal, you need both male and female, right? Or can you just use it by itself?
You need both male and female, but you also need a access key,
which is the Angreals, right?
The
Terangreals,
yeah.
The
There's a male and a female one.
Okay, so you need a male and a female.
Yeah. Well, no, you can use either one of them alone, but to use them both together to get the full power.
Like I said, man, that power is there to be used. It's not just gonna sit there now, is it?
What?
You think someone's gonna use it?
You don't think he'd just write something into the story to sit there and be unused? That'd be, of course not, mate. Crazy.
He's linking up with Lanfear, man, 100%. Or maybe with some other female, if not her, because you do need a female. So I don't know, man. I feel like they will need that power eventually. I don't know against who. I don't think that they need it against any Forsakens, to be honest. But they might, because we know that women can link up, right, using the one power. Yeah. What if, like, actually, I don't know, man. I forget what I said. There hasn't been really that many female Forsakens as far as I've known. We only have Lanfear and Grendel. I thought that maybe
and Moghedien.
Yeah, right. If those 3 linked up, then they'll be freaking overpowered. But like I said, I don't think Lanfear would link up with them. And I think Moghedien is just all to herself, and Grendel wouldn't know anything about her. So it's hard to make freaking predictions, bro. It's so mad, bro.
There are, I think,
if not Lanfear, who do you think? Women? Who else do you think? If not Lanfear, who else do I think he'll link up with? We have Avienda and Elaine, who can be future. We know Elaine can channel. Avienda is a future wise one, so she'll be able to channel. So who best not than those 2, and maybe Moraine as well, because I feel like Rand and Moraine they've been having a very rocky relationship.
Yeah, how do you feel about Moraine at the minute? I was meaning to ask you that.
She's becoming a lot better, bro. I think the Fires of Heaven. Okay, I'll take that back. The Fires of Heaven is absolutely destroying Moraine, bro. Moraine is having the worst time of her life, bro. Oh my god, bro. Moraine is having the worst freaking time of her life. Okay, how do I feel about Moraine? I just don't think she's as interesting as she was in the first book, if I'm being honest with you.
What do you think the answers she got from the Twisted Redstone door for him were?
See, with Moraine, I have no idea. No freaking idea. With Avienda, I can actually kind of piece the stuff up that she saw stuff with Rand. With Moraine, I have no freaking idea. Okay, let's talk about this. We know that if a female goes to Ruiden, you have the past, future, and present versions of yourself. Okay, so Moraine, what did she see in what's it called? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be quiet for this bit.
With Moraine, she's always been a mysterious character. I just can't make any proper freaking predictions with Moraine. Avienda, I can kind of piece off stuff. Moraine, I can't, because she just doesn't do anything. She's always low key. She always
doesn't do anything.
No, I'm saying when she talks.
Sorry. She fired Bilal in like a split second.
Yeah, no. I understand that.
Hey, what's that? Forsaken in the Stone of Tyr. See you later, bitch.
No, but when she talks, she doesn't give any answers. She just gives Aes Sedai answers.
Platitudes.
So I don't know. I think she still is one of the most mysterious characters in the whole entire show. So I'll give her that. I feel like she will have a big story in the Fires of Heaven, though. I feel like it's leading up. She will have a big story in the Fires of Heaven. I'm rooting for her. I'm also rooting for Lan, bro. I feel like Lan, he just died out, bro. He literally died out. I'm very disappointed with that, bro. Lan was one of my favorite characters in Book 1. But I feel like he will be very relevant in the future because he is the freaking king of Valkyria or something like that. I'm confident he'll have his moments. So yeah,
there's a whole Nynaeve thing as well.
Yeah, of course. I feel like See, one of these lovers, right? Nynaeve, Perrin, Lan, and Fail. One of them's gonna die, bro. I'm telling you, bro. One of them's gonna die. There's no freaking happy endings, bro.
One of the love interests is gonna die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like Perrin's gonna die.
What about Matt? Have you any ideas who the daughter of Nine Moons is?
Okay, let's come back to the Fires of Heaven again. But it's not Melindra, bro. It's not Melindra. There's no.
Oh, he asked her, and she had no idea what he was on about. So
yeah, there's no way it's Melindra. The daughter of the Nine Moon.
Yeah, you said, do I have any? Is just something to keep him busy with,
Okay. You asked me if I know who the daughter of the Nine Moon is. That means
I said, do you have any ideas?
Yeah, so that means she had been mentioned before.
Well, the name the daughter of the Nine Moons has been mentioned. I'm not saying you know her actual identity. I'm just wondering if you have any ideas who she might be.
Okay, but has her actual name been mentioned?
I don't want to answer.
I'm not gonna go through every single book just to look through it. But I just want to know if her actual name has been mentioned or not.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Daughter of the Nine Moon. See, Robert Jordan wants me to believe that this Daughter of the Nine Moon is Aiel.
So interestingly, yeah. Her actual name, the person who is the Daughter of the Nine Moons, hasn't been mentioned. But the title, the Daughter of the Nine Moons, has been mentioned before.
I have no idea, man. No freaking idea. Daughter of the Nine Moon.
Or maybe not the daughter, but it might have been something else. I don't want to say in case it's just too obvious.
Daughter of the Nine. How many Forsaken?
Nine Moons have been mentioned at least. How many Forsaken are there that you know about?
Or just in total?
I mean, you named like 6. There's 13.
Are there like 9?
I don't think that's too much of a spoiler.
I was gonna say if there was 9 Forsakens. I'm trying to figure out where's the number 9 coming from, bro. Daughter of the Nine Moons, bro. 999. 999. Stuff. I don't know. 9.
It's okay if you don't have an answer.
Whoa, hold up. Is it one of them peoples that follow Ata Hawkwing's armies or something like that?
What, the Heroes of the Horn?
Yeah, like some ancient people. Stuff. I'm not gonna talk too much, man. It's super freaking confusing, bro. I don't know, man. This shit's mad. Oh, mad. Okay.
Shadow Rising.
Let's talk about Elaine. Now, Elaine.
Sure.
Elaine, she had a pretty good book. I feel like she was pretty good in this book.
I'm sorry,
She
you
had
you think Nynaeve got no moments in this book, but Elaine had a good book?
with Nynaeve, I have high expectations from Nynaeve. Even though Nynaeve had no moments for me, she still had a better story than Elaine.
Single-handedly defeating Forsaken in a one-on-one duel.
Okay, no matter what I say about Nynaeve, if I say Nynaeve had a very bad book, she still had a better book than Elaine. And that's Elaine's good part. And Elaine's doing good. Nynaeve's bad is better than Elaine's good.
Okay,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Her bad is better than. That's why she's still third on my list, man. Her bad is better than Egwene's whole story from book 1 to 4. That's who Nynaeve is.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with that, but
like that's just who Nynaeve. Like you can't mess with her, bro. She is the only person in book 1 that stood up to Moraine. The only person, and most like you gotta respect that, bro. That alone is legendary, bro. Like Nynaeve is a legendary character,
and she still carries that grudge to this day.
She does, man. She does.
She hates Moraine. She doesn't care about winning the last battle or defeating the Dark One. She just wants to stab Moraine.
She just wants to bring back the boys back to the Two Rivers as long as they're free from Moraine, bro. She just hates that lady to guts. But yeah, Elaine, I feel like I said, let's come back to Elaine. She's just, in my opinion, she's been a side character. I mean, they're all side characters, don't get me wrong, but she's been like a real side character. I feel like she had her shining moments in this book. I feel like because most of Elaine and Nynaeve's moments were from her point of view. And like I said, don't get me wrong, she's still not my favorite character. She's still not like, I don't know, the most authentic character. She's just there most of the time. But I feel like in the Shadow Rising, she at least came in out of her shell. She was
she gets a bit more personality.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like Elaine had a decent book. What she did in Tanchico, obviously not Nynaeve just did more by having that fight with Mogadin.
Sure,
but I feel like Elaine was not just.
I mean, she still rescued Amathera, right?
Yeah.
Like that was a big.
It was her plan. It was her plan as well.
Yeah. Oh man, the ice peppers.
Yeah, the ice peppers. Yes, the one. Oh, I want to talk about freaking Bail Doman. Actually, nah, we have to talk about Bail Doman, bro. That guy is the most clutchest character.
He's the real OG.
Bro. When you need him, he's there. When you need him, he's there, bro. That guy, oh my days. Bail Doman needs.
How much of a gangster do you have to be, right? To leave somebody behind one time because there's a fucking invasion and then feel like you owe them the next time you randomly bump into them. Like, enough to get them in and start working for them and doing all this shit.
I feel like that's most. You have to give credit to Nynaeve because that's just Nynaeve, bro.
Yeah.
Nynaeve's like, okay,
it.
Yeah,
you are my bitch now.
Nynaeve is a gangster, but Bail Doman is a clutch guy, bro. He literally, if it wasn't for him, they would have never, rescued Amathera. They would have never took that seal of the Dark One. They would have never defeated Mogadin. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for Bail Doman, bro. So MVP, bro. Big MVP. Massive MVP.
No disagreement. Who would you say your favorite, like, tertiary side characters like that are? People who aren't really... Like, Elaine's a side character, but
she's kind of main.
Yeah, but Bail's, like, a real abstract character,
Oh, my favorite side character has to be Pain and Fane, bro. 100%.
But what about like more abstract than that? Like, like at the level of Bail Doman is what I'm saying. Yeah. I know you love Pain and Fane.
So I can't say Bail Doman, can't I?
I mean, one of them. Pick more than one.
I don't know. I really like Tam. Tam's pretty cool.
Yeah, Tam's
like
cool.
Rand's father.
Tam's cool.
We've got that horse Bella. She was like, I don't know. She's here and there.
Bella's a main character, so I'll not hear any more of that slander.
I guess you can say that, man.
Bella's the creator, dude.
Chill, but chill.
Chill?
Chill. Shit, who else? I don't know, man. I like Tam, bro. I think Tam, Bail Doman. Who else? It's hard to think from the top of my head.
No love for Almond Bunt.
Who's that?
He's the random cart driver in book 1 that takes Matt and ran the last leg of the way to Kit.
Oh, that guy. Come on, bro. Do you really think I'm gonna? Do you really think I'm gonna remember that guy, bro?
Yeah, justice for Almond Bunt.
He was just talking smack the whole ride, bro.
He was
that guy was
so
talking
friendly,
nonsense.
though.
Yeah, he was, bro.
Was he talking nonsense, or was he actually dropping loads of details?
He wasn't. I take that back. Who else do I like, bro? It's hard to think, man. There's so many characters. Oh, can I say Inkta?
Yeah,
I think Inkta was kind of main.
He was a side character for that book, but you know, in the grand scheme of the series,
he's like dead, so he's not gonna come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe Beldoma and Tam, those two specific. I really like Tam. I feel like Tam was really good. He was pretty good.
Here's one. Laris. You met Laris, right?
Yeah, I met her, but who was she? The cook?
Yeah, the cook.
Oh, she's the cook. I just don't. She came in clutch. She's the one who sets Min, Suan, and we'll get to the part in a bit. We have to talk about Elida in a bit. But okay, let's talk about Laris. I think she's like a Beldoma character. She's there for good entertainment. She'll be there when you need it. Let's talk about Elida. Holy shit. Elida just became one of the best villains in the whole entire show. I know that
you're gonna have to clarify for me exactly what happened, because I can't remember the exact details of events, and I don't want to spoil anything for my accent.
I remember at the start of the book, Elida doesn't trust what Moraine and Suwan's up to.
Mm-hmm.
And she plans to get rid of them. And towards the end, she kind of dethrones Suwan.
Sure.
Not only that, she dethrones Suwan, and she also gentles both Suwan and her keeper.
Yeah.
Like, that is probably one of the most shocking thing that happened in the entire book. And I think, I still think Elida is going to turn to the good side. I still think she's the Snape of the Wheel of Time, just like how Snape was in the Harry Potter series. I feel like towards the end, she will do something good. But Elida, number one, I don't think she's a dark friend. Number two, I think she just wants to do her own thing. That's why she got rid of Swan. I think she genuinely thinks that Swan should not be on the seat. Maybe that's why she dethroned her. Maybe that's why I'm counting her as a villain as of yet, and she is up there with Lanfear and Pain and Fane in my books.
Killed Swan's water as well.
Swan had a water?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. Or maybe I just didn't pay attention to that. Damn, I never knew she had a water, bro.
Yeah.
That's just. I mean, a lot of people died, bro. A lot of people died, bro. Holy shit.
Amara in chat asks, do you think Swan should have seen that coming? I'll let you answer that. I'm just going to go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Do I think Swan should have seen that coming? Yes. Or I don't know, man. Like I said, Elida is very low key. She's not open. Whenever she comes, she does her own thing in her own way. But there should have been signs, because there's a lot of red sisters that turned into the darkness, like Leandrin. I think Leandrin was like one of the big red sisters, so maybe yes, she should have seen that coming. But from Elida, I don't know if she should have seen that from Elida. I feel like Elida is she's an old Aes Sedai. She's not young. She has been there for a while, so I feel like she didn't.
She was at Andor before,
but still, I still think that's quite of a surprise. You know, I still think that's quite of a surprise, man. It's very hard.
I think I
to
agree
say.
with you there.
Do you think Elida is a dark friend? No, I don't think she's a dark friend like Leandrin. I think because I remember at the start of book 4. From her point of view, she was angry that Leandrin and 13 or some other Black Argents had left the White Tower. So I don't think she.
Yeah, but wouldn't she be angry about that if she was Black Arger? If she was like above them and they just fucked off? She might be angry about it for that reason.
That's a very good point.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but like
no, that's a good point. That's a good point. I still think she's not a Black Archer. I think Elida is. I still think she gives me Snape vibes. I keep saying this reference to Snape. Robert Jordan wants me to think that she is a dark friend, but I'm gonna stay true to my heart and gut, and I believe that.
There's someone else you think. There's another Aes Sedai you think is a dark friend, right? I can't remember who it is.
Oh, Shiriam and Alana. I think both of them are dark friends. Shiriam and Alana. I think Alana's definitely a dark friend, 100%. But Shiriam is a bit. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because Alana, she's so shifty, bro. She's so shifty. I just can't read her, man. She's up to something, man. 100%. I actually think that Varen was also a dark friend, but Varen, I don't think she's a dark friend anymore. She's just a Davy. She's like the only Aes Sedai that I can say is a Davy, bro. She's like the Matt Aes Sedai. She's like the Matt of the. If Matt was an Aes Sedai, he would be Varen. 100%.
If we could get like a book just of Matt and Varen going on adventures together, that'd be.
That would be stupid, bro. That'd be the most stupidest book I've ever.
Exactly. Ever read, yeah. You'd read it 100%. Be amazing,
it's mad, bro. Yeah, like I said, Elida did a madness in this book, and she's gonna be. And then, but then Peyton Fane thinks that Elida is an easier target compared to Swan. Yeah. So Peyton Fane is obviously more dangerous than Elida. I don't know what that guy's up to. That's why he's still one of my favorite characters ever.
It took you so long to make that Ordeed connection. Favorite. I wanted to tell you so bad.
I knew, but I just didn't want to make any, what's it called? Any conclusions straight off the bat. At the start,
I he literally changed 2 letters from Mordeth and was like, "Yeah, that'll do."
Mordeth, isn't that guy from Shadow Logoth? Mordeth?
Yeah, that's Finn.
No, but Mordeth was the one who had the history with the kings and stuff.
Yeah.
So when Rand and Matt and Perrin met that guy who summoned those things, was that also Perrin Fane? Or was that a different guy? This happened in Shadow Logoth.
I'm wondering if I might be going ahead.
Okay.
In what you know about Finn.
No, so we're not gonna get there. It's fine. A lot of you guys are saying that Varen's your favorite character. I don't see that. I think even you told me before that
she's in my top 5.
One of your favorite characters. I don't see why. Like Varen is just
you will
there. She's okay. Well,
she's just fun. Like she's just there hanging around. Like
she is fun.
She occasionally just drops a bomb on people. Like in book 2, I think her and Moraine and Swan are in a room, and they're just Moraine and Swan are trying to have like a coded conversation, and Varen's just like, and of course, Rand's the dragon reborn, and they're like, okay, if you say so, Varen.
Moraine knows a lot. Moraine knows a lot as well. We can't disregard that. I don't know, man. Okay.
Do you think Moraine could be a dark friend? Is there any possibility?
Yes. But I feel like she. See, I don't know, man. I think yes. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm just gonna keep it nice and simple. I think yes, there is a possibility of her being a dark friend. There is. Okay. Let's quickly before we. How long has it been in the stream, bro?
It's got 3 minutes left on it.
Okay. Let's before we end the stream.
It's up to you. I can go as long as you want.
What's the time?
I don't know how many questions you have.
Is there any other characters I want to talk about? Egwene. Oh, we didn't talk about Egwene. I want to talk about Egwene, bro. Listen, Egwene, I know a lot of people want me to like Egwene a lot, and ever since The Great Hunt, I've been liking Egwene a lot more. She had her moments with the Wise Ones in this book, but she is slowly changing. She's becoming more Aes Sedai-like, and I feel like that's a very good turn for Egwene. Like when Rand looks at Egwene now, he can't tell what she's thinking. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know what's going on in her mind anymore. She's literally getting trained. But I think she's going to be different from the Aes Sedai. She's going to be more wise. She's going to be more like the Wise Ones compared to the Aes Sedai. So then I feel like Egwene is taking the right turns. And I don't know. I think I'm starting to actually like Egwene a lot more. So I'm all for that.
It takes some time for me. Like, in the earlier books, there's certain things that I dislike about character in earlier books, but she gets there. I do think she is a good character as the series goes on. So if you're already beginning to like her, then I think that's a good sign.
She's becoming fine, but I still feel like she's not like the best character to follow, in my opinion.
Do you have any predictions for her future?
She's the future Almond Seed, 100%. She is the future Almond Seed. Number one, I think in one of Perrin's visions, he saw both Elaine and Nynaeve literally bowing down to her. So she is the future Almond Seed, because why would freaking Nynaeve bow to anyone? Like every single character out of everyone, Nynaeve bowing to someone, she's the future Almond Seed.
Good point. Bro. Good point.
And because Nynaeve is she hates Aes Sedai. Why would Nynaeve become the Almond Seed? And Elaine, she's just gonna be Rand's wife. So Egwene is the future Almond Seed. So maybe Egwene's gonna have a fight with Elaine in the future. Ooh, that'll be pretty cool if she does. Yeah. That's me on Egwene.
What do you think is gonna happen to the White Tower now? That
we'll find out after our break, because we need to end the stream.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll let you reopen the room.
We'll find out after the break. We'll see you guys in literally 1 minute.
30 to 60 seconds.
Yeah, see you guys soon.
Easy.
All right, James, do you mind if you can keep the chat entertained for a bit? I'll be right back. I needed a bathroom break real quick.
Yeah, you good, man. I just went myself. I thought it was a good opportunity.
All right, chat. Now is the time to. You guys can have some spoiler talk.
Actually, these are my friends anyway. Like, these are all my board game players that are chilling out in the chat right now. Like Wonderful, Julia Bob.
Hey guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, man, make sure you subscribe. I'll be back.
Yeah, man.
In a bit.
Don't worry. I've been selling you to all my fans.
Hey man, that's very nice of you, man. Appreciate that, bro. I'll be back. Yeah, James will keep you in good company.
What's up, chat? Is there anything you all want me to ask Snoozy when he gets back about Shadow Rising or previous books? Oh, I think he's still here. I think he's trying to change his name. That's why I hit him. But yeah, if you don't know about me, if you don't know who I am, I'm James, Wheel of Time. I make music videos based on the Wheel of Time as characters from the Wheel of Time, mainly animated, making rap songs. Although these days what I actually do most of is streaming games of my board game based on the Wheel of Time, which is called Third Age. You can check that out in the Steam Workshop for free if you have Tabletop Simulator. So if you ever wanted a board game based on the Wheel of Time, definitely check out Third Age. We have a really great online community of people that play. But yeah, that's what I sort of do, amongst other things. Amongst guesting on people's streams every now and then. And of course, I'm a humongous Wheel of Time fan. think season 2 of the show can get things back on track and be more faithful to the source? Are you excited about the future seasons of the show? I mean, personally, I'm excited. I think that season 1 was pretty good all in all. I know there were some issues with it due to COVID and like Barney Harris leaving, which sucks because he was amazing. But I don't think they were off track. I feel like while the events were like strictly page for page, location for location, they did the same stuff happened. It just happened in different places or at different times or with different people or whatever, you know. But the events that needed to happen for each character and for the story moving forward did. So like I'm pretty confident that moving forward they'll be on solid ground in season 2, especially with now that like COVID's not going to be affecting the production the same. They've no issues in that regard. They're going to have a bigger budget as well because like Amazon's gonna see how well the show is doing at the moment and push it even further. Rings of Power as well is bringing a huge new viewership because people get recommended Wheel of Time after watching Rings of Power.
Also have high expectations for season 2 as well, man.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. Fade on the Door is the thing that I really want to see.
I feel like they started shooting after season 1, right? Or was it during season 1?
Right after. They started shooting right after.
Okay, hopefully they saw, like, obviously season 1 wasn't perfect, so hopefully they saw, you know, our thoughts on it, and, you know, they just worked on from there. I feel like the book just gets better after the Eye of the World. Season 1 covered Eye of the World pretty much. Maybe that's why the ending was a bit lackluster in my opinion. But season 2 is mad, bro.
Bazimian in chat is saying that they didn't enjoy the last episode as well. I actually really like the last episode personally. I think there's a lot of minute details in there that you could miss. Just a simple example, there's a bunch of, like, in the last scene with Ishamael where Rand's taking him down, there's a bunch of, like, shadowy tendrils around Ishamael's legs. And there's actually 7 of those exactly, which is the same number as Dark One Seal. And as they're, like, almost like chains shackling him down as if he's bound in that area.
Yeah.
And when Rand does the whole Kamehameha, the shadowy tendrils become cracks in the Quendiar instead. So just the tiny, tiny details that are only on screen for like a second or two, and you know, there was a lot of stuff like that in the episode that I actually really appreciated. So for me, like, episode 8 is up there as
I think the interaction between Rand and, you know, Balzamir towards the end was actually pretty good. I just didn't like Nynaeve and freaking Egwene.
Nynaeve and Egwene. They fucked that up.
That was garbage.
That
was garbage, bro. That was garbage, bro. That was just very disappointing.
Like, the fight was cool, but the whole burning out and it looking like she was dead.
Even the Trollocs when they were running just didn't look fluid. It just didn't look smooth.
It could have been done.
And then the lightnings were absolutely horrendous. Like, they should just did what Thor did when he. I know you didn't watch Avengers, my bad. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It hopefully, like I said, they can build on from here, which I have hopes. Seeing the Great Hunt is one of the best books that I've read so far. So
yeah, it's going to be a mix of book 2 and 3. So I think we'll see. Different. I think for like certain characters we'll see their book 2 plots, and for other characters like Matt in particular we'll see more of their book 3 plots.
Before, can I ask you something? Do you know how many books the second season will cover?
Yeah, 2 and 3.
Okay, that's good. So I can watch it then. Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
Don't worry.
Okay, no worries.
They've said that season 3 is going to be pretty close to book 4, so.
Book 4 is massive, man. They should do one season for it.
Yeah,
they should do one season for it. Yeah,
that's going to be season 3. So
how will they do 10 seasons, man? Because one season's already book 1.
It's like 8 seasons is what they're hoping for, but
it's impossible. It's impossible. It's either they have to skip.
Trust me, there are some books that you can condense. Crossroads of Twilight can be one episode with ease.
Okay, no worries. In that case, fair enough. As long as they get. Because, bro, the Shadow Rising needs one whole season to itself, bro. 100%, man. I think the Eye of the World could have definitely been done better, but I still feel like it was a solid season. I don't think it was a bad season. I think it was solid. So
Yeah,
that's just my thoughts on it.
loads of great moments, and it's brought in so many new fans. I mean, like yourself included, right? I mean, I think you started the
Yeah.
books just before, but because of the
If it
show.
wasn't for the show, I would have never. Because I was reading the second book of the Storm Archive. I was like literally reading the second chapter of Words of Radiance, and then what's it called? Because in my channel before that, I never planned to do any books. I just was doing anime content.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just see because I had the Eye of the World the whole time. I had the book, and then I saw the trailer come up for the world. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just try my luck. I reacted to it, and then everything was history after that.
Captured.
everything was history after that. Like I said, season 2 I think will be good. I actually have hopes for season 2. I think it will be brutal as well because we know that Egwene's scene in season 1 was with the White Cloak was bad. Imagine the Sean Chan scene.
Like, yeah, Rafe made a comment on that. The showrunner, someone asked him what scene he was most looking forward to fans seeing in season 2.
He said that scene.
He said Egwene and Renna. Who?
What do you think? What do you think about Matt's? What do you think about Matt's story going forward, being a new recast?
So I expect us to pick back up with Matt, hanging in some sort of cage that the Aes Sedai have put him in because they captured him, found out he can't actually channel, and then just got fed up with him. Because he's Matt. So they put him in some sort of cage, right? And then Tom walks past, and he's like, "I told you not to get caught in one of them." And Tom and Matt go on their little adventure from Tar Valon that they go on in book 3.
I think they might have done that to leave Matt by himself at the end. So I think they want to mess with him a bit. So you know how the dagger, right? It messes with your appearance, right?
Yeah.
I think that might be a reason.
I don't think they're going to do that at all.
Really?
Not
I hope they,
because I don't want
because what's it called? Because there's going to be a new character coming, a new what's it called? Actor who's gonna. I just like with me. I was one of the portions of people that wasn't happy about Matt staying behind. But if
but that was just due to the actor leaving.
So I respect that.
That wasn't written into it,
If that's the case, then I can work with that. What they do after that, if they do go off the books, I hope they do something like they did in episode 4, bro. Because episode 4 is like the perfect example of what you should do when you're not following.
Yeah, because a lot of people consider that the best episode of the series.
Yeah,
and
even me, 100%.
Yeah, probably me too.
For new readers as well, that's also very important. If you want to go off the books, at least make it at least do good writing, bro. Because let's not forget, these screenwriters are not like proper, I don't know, storytellers like Robert Jordan, bro. So if you can't screenwrite, then follow the story. But if you can and make it interesting, get some opinions first and see if they're good, then go on with that. That's just my thoughts on it.
So Bazimian in chat is saying about how Padam Finn stabbed Loyal in the TV show at the end of the season, and wondering how they'll handle that. So my theory on that is that because Matt was lost, I think that the end of Matt's arc was meant to be him getting stabbed by Padam Finn. Either that or Finn stealing the dagger from him. But because the actor left, they had to change some stuff. Perrin got shifted around as well and had his bollocky interaction with Padam Finn, and Loyal got stabbed. But Loyal's definitely not dead. That's been confirmed in a Q&A by the showrunners. He's definitely not dead.
If they kill Loyal, I'm not going to watch the show anymore. Like, come on, man.
Agreed. I mean, I still will, but also fuck them if they kill Loyal. But they haven't. They haven't killed Loyal. Loyal's alive, don't worry. But I think that he will be connected to the dagger in a way now, and instead of like Matt being drawn to the dagger because he's still connected to it, it'll be...
If the dagger touches you, you're going to be linked to it. So
they'll need to get the dagger back to heal Loyal fully from that wound. So that's going to be the thing that makes Perrin go, okay, I need to hunt the Horn and Padam Finn so I can get the dagger back. That's my theory.
I don't know what to take. I don't know, man. Like, what do you think of Perrin, Rand, and Egwene's love triangle thingy? I wasn't big on that.
I'm not big on it as like a triangle, but also we know that Rand and Egwene don't get together,
But still,
So
why involve Perrin in that, man? It's just unnecessary, in my opinion.
I actually
Like,
don't mind the idea of putting them together in the show.
because that means Fayo's not going to be a character then.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I mind that a lot,
I
bro.
think there's quite an argument to be made for making Perrin and Egwene a couple. Both Fael and Egwene's partner, who I'm not gonna say any more on, but I'm not a fan of either of them in the long term. And I think there are some things that you could do with the story if you had Egwene and Perrin together more often. That would be interesting. But I'm talking about stuff that you don't know about, which is why I'm being really vague about it. But
maybe that's why I'm not too into it. I don't know, man. I just even Perrin having a wife at the start, I feel like that's an okay touch, but I don't know, man.
I didn't
It's
like
just
killing her off.
small thing. If you want to make her, if you want if you want a wife at the start, then why kill her off straight away so he can just fall in love again? Yes, whatever. I don't want to talk too much about
I understand why they did that. I don't think it was a good decision, but I understand why they did that, and it does feed into Perrin's narrative heavily. And like, the thing is, on screen you don't get to see inside people's heads, so we can't get the internal exposition of. And then monologue of what's going on. So you have to show that in some other way and show his struggle with violence, you know, the whole hammer or the axe thing that he has.
Yeah.
So right. I understand why they did that, but I like Brandon Sanderson's suggestion to them was that they just made it a Harrowluan, like, you know, his blacksmith, rather than a wife, so that it wasn't Phrygian. And I agree with that 100%.
That would have been.
I don't know why.
But one thing that you can't disregard from the show is that the casting were pretty good.
Oh, I feel like the casting, phenomenal.
Yeah, they did. That was the best part of the whole show, man. If we don't look at the structure and the pacing and some choices they made, we have to give all credits to the casting, man. I don't think there has been like low gain. What a freaking choice of casting. Rand, Matt. Oh my.
I just hope
so devastated that Barney Harris has to go. I think Perrin. I think he will be good. Let's hope. Egwene, she's doing an amazing job. Freaking Moraine as well, Lan, and
Nynaeve.
Even Elida. I think Elida has a really good. Not Elida. Leandrin has very good casting. Yeah, she has a very. She's freaking creepy. Alana, yeah, she. Oh yeah, yeah.
She also does that. Have you seen any of the new castings for season 2? Okay, so
I think I've seen Avienda. That's about it.
Let me just show you a couple of people. So this is Elaine. I'm gonna put it in the Zoom chat. Can we do images in the Zoom chat? No, I don't think we can do images in the Zoom chat. I'll share my screen with you.
Easy. Elaine also she's
you disabled participant screen sharing apparently.
Shit.
Okay, I won't share my screen with you.
Hello. Okay, yeah, you can share it. You can share it now. You can share it now. You can share it now.
Dope. Okay, so this is if it. What the hell?
Oh,
why is it minimized?
Elaine, how do I? Yeah, she looks like an Elaine.
She is.
She looks more. She looks more like an Aiel.
Really? You think?
Yeah, she looks more. She's got that red hair going on. She's got that very pale face.
I'm sorry.
She looks like an Aiel.
This is happening. I
feel like she should have been Avienda, if I'm being honest with you. She looks more like an Aiel, bro, if I'm being honest. Let me know what you guys think, chat,
okay.
Bro.
My Zoom's doing something really weird at the moment. Let me try and. Oh my god, why is it doing that? Stop share. There we go. It's back to normal. Okay. So the other one, I'll just let you Google them because it's easier than fucking around with all this. Ayula Smart is the other one. I'll message you it. Yeah. She is Avienda.
Oh no, I've seen her Avienda.
Okay.
I've seen her.
Cool.
But I thought Aiel people were like light skinned though.
I mean, she is pretty light skinned.
I'm talking about like white.
Yeah,
Aren't
but
they like
like
white? Yeah, it's, I guess
she's pretty light skinned.
she's yeah. Because I thought like Rand is very pale. I thought I would be like
Yeah,
pale like that.
but no,
Or is it? Or can Ayul alter like be my skin color as well? Like in the
I
books
mean,
or
like, I don't think it's strict. I don't think Jordan was ever particularly strict around what races people were. Generally, it was pretty open.
okay.
The
I
Aiel
thought
are
because
pasty, generally speaking, but Aiel is smart. She's of like I think Nigerian, but Irish descent as well. So like, she's from a place that's like it's she's not
yeah,
from.
maybe. Okay. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I don't mind that. I
I
thought
think
when I
she'll.
saw 100%, but she's very beautiful, man. She's very
Oh,
beautiful. I feel like the combination between her and Elaine, bro, damn, Rand's like living the dream, bro.
so
Also,
you think that Avienda's going to be one of Rand's partners? Then I'm guessing.
yes, I'm
Okay,
confident. I'm confident.
confident, confident.
I'm like 99% sure that that's the case. Like literally, did Alida get a casting?
So we don't know for sure. There's somebody cast Natasha O'Keefe. We don't know who she's been cast as though, but some
Okay, no
people.
worries.
Oh, and there was another person as well. Remind me, chat, who the person who is in the. Did you see the 30-second like behind the scenes thing
No,
that they
I'm trying to
released?
avoid. I'm trying to avoid everything before the actual trailer drops.
Oh, okay. So there was like a 30-second behind the scenes like sneak peek of season 2. Yeah, I guess I won't go into the details if you try to avoid it. But
Yeah, no,
it's pretty cool.
it'll come eventually. So it's not the end of the world. I'm just the biggest one is just Matt's recast, man, because this recast will be fighting freaking Galad and Goen, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably this season. It's
speaking
Donal
of Galad
Finn.
and Goen, speaking of Galad and Goen, I'm interested to see their casting as well. You know,
Yeah, I don't think we've seen their casting yet. Oh, we have Mazima as well.
Massimo, yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
everyone on Twitter's tripping out because Mazima's hot, apparently. So they're like,
Interesting.
no, Mazima can't be hot.
I mean, he's Shannarian. I think they all look like they're meant to look like characters from Mulan. I think Shania is like Asian. It is
Yeah,
Asian.
generally, yeah. But I
Yeah,
think this
so
guy's white actually.
oh come on,
But
man.
I don't know if Mazima is Shinaran or if he just lives
He
and
is
works
Shannarian.
there.
He should be. He's Shannarian.
My Hedori's going all over the place.
OG. I have high hopes for the new. Same. I do. I have high hopes for Matt's new cast, man. I really do, man. I think he's gonna do a good job. They would they would have had done the research before choosing him. So I have
Yeah, for
faith
sure.
in him.
For sure.
I definitely have faith in him. Okay, how much time do I have left? I need to. Okay, we've got 10 minutes left, and I reckon I need to go.
All
Okay, so
good.
before we end the streams, let's just talk about my final rankings of the first 4 books.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll what's it called? Actually, why don't you start? If you were to rank the first 4 books, I know you're number one already, but
Yeah. 3, 4, 1, 2.
whoa, yo, that's mad. 3, 4, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see why 3 is up there, and I'll say 1 is acceptable, but 2 has last.
I don't think it's a bad book. I just think the others are better.
Okay, I think I'd have to go the Eye of the World as the last one, like fourth
I
place.
understand that. On a first read, Eye of the World is not up there.
I'm not saying it's bad.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
no.
it's bad. It's still like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
I'd
but
say.
it's not as good as the other books. On
Yeah,
on
it's
your
not.
second read, the Eye of the World is the like top of the list. And
See,
because you pick up on so many minor details that flew right over your head the same time.
You would.
The first time.
And I enjoyed the Eye of the World so much, man. Trust me, bro. I love that book.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that book
it'll
has
go up in your rereads. It'll go up in your rankings the more you read the books.
I'm sure it will. And then after the Eye of the World, I'll have to choose a Dragon Reborn, bro. The Dragon Reborn would be third. I just feel like since I was a big fan of Rand, he just wasn't that much in Dragon Reborn.
3 chickens though.
Yeah, but I feel like the only thing Matt carried the Dragon Reborn. Matt literally carried the Dragon Reborn. I just feel like nothing happened in the Dragon Reborn compared to the other three. I'm not saying nothing happened. I'm just saying not as much happened as I would have liked.
Sure.
It is the shortest book out of the 4, so maybe that's why. And yeah, I just felt like the Dragon Reborn is just a lead up to the conclusion, and nothing really happened in between it. That's just my opinion. Other than Matt, I feel like if it was it's just Matt's book. Like, Matt's moment in the Dragon Reborn is top 3 moments in everything. So I'm not taking anything away from that. Number 2, I would have to choose a Great Hunt, man. I just feel like the Great Hunt by far, the Great Hunt and the Shadow Rising. I think the Great Hunt had a better ending, definitely. The Great Hunt definitely had a better ending, but then the Shadow Rising just had so much better world building, bro.
Yeah.
I just feel like, and then I feel like the characters as well in the Shadow Rising, but I feel like the plot was low-key better in the Great Hunt. The plot was absolutely really
I don't agree with that. Because I feel like in Great Hunt, you've got one plot, right? You've got... Well, no, I guess you've got 2, because you've got the girls and the Damani. And
that was a pretty good plot, man. That was a pretty good plot.
It's okay. It's okay. The friendship and bonding is nice. And that sort of thing. And then you've got the Hunt for the Horn, which is a good plot as well. It's engaging, don't get me wrong. But then in book 4, and the ending is phenomenal.
The Great Hunt, by far, has the best ending. Blowing the horn
is top notch.
And then Inkta, the Dark Friend revelation as well.
That as well.
And then the fight with the freaking the Blade Master, and then what's it called, the battle in the sky. Like, come on, bro, that's
okay.
Ending was insane.
Here you have 2 good plot lines that both culminate in the same final story, right?
And what about Selene, bro? Selene as well. Selene, like, come on, do you know how much shit happened in the Great Hunt, bro? That book is legendary.
But in book 4. You have 3 separate plot lines. You've got Perrin and the 2 Rivers, you've got the girls in Tanjiko, and you've got Rand in the Aiel Waste. And those 3 plot lines run all the way through the book, and they all have their own climaxes that are independently awesome. That's why it's better.
Yeah, that's why I'll put out as my first. But I still think the Great Hunt slightly has a better plot, just because it has a better ending to the plot. Overall, in my opinion, I feel like Rand's plot ending was bad compared to Perrin's and...
Well, it sets him up in a nice way for book 5, because
I guess you're right.
The first 4 books you spend thinking, man, it'd be great if Rand had someone to teach him. He needs someone to teach him. Meereen can't teach him. It's like teaching a fish to fly, whatever. Yeah. Like, he just needs someone, but who could? Because any male channeler goes mad. And 100%. Then, like, Lanfear just drops a Forsaken in his lap, you know? It's a pretty... To me, when I first read that ending, I was like, oh, damn, this bitch don't give a fuck. And 2, like, this is epic. Rand could just learn so much from Asmodean, and also I find Asmodean quite interesting as a character. I really like Jason Nateel and the whole Gleeman thing he's got going on.
He's good in the Fires of Heaven. He was just shit in the Shadow Rising. That's just my main, what's it called?
But you got quite a lot of development for him in the Shadow Rising, but just as Jason Nateel, not as Asmodean.
That's a solid point. But when the revelation came, I just didn't care, to be honest. Like, that's just fair. I don't know, man. The fact that I don't know, man. I feel like Perrin's ending was good. Elena Nani's ending was also good. Rand's ending he had the best world building moment with the glass columns. Nothing can beat that, bro. You can't beat that. Robert Jordan was going the timeline was freaking messed up, bro. It was so trippy as well, bro. He was going backwards in time as he was going through the chapters. Guys, next week I'm gonna do another live. I'm gonna read the glass columns again. I feel like I just completely didn't understand that, so be sure to be there, man. It's gonna be a fun read, man. I feel like I need to reread that again, man. 100%. There's probably some key information that I've missed out.
I think there is in the final fight with Rand as well. There's some stuff that happens.
With Asmodean?
Yeah, in that scene, yeah.
Okay.
Because they kind of tear apart the whole city, and yeah, there are certain things that he finds there that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. He found that. Okay, he found that female Terran girl. I remember that, but not sure anything else. But the Glass Con, I'll definitely give that a reread. So yeah, that's why I believe that the Great Hunt is very close to the Shadow Rising. It might be a hot take, but I just feel like I've never had so much fun reading a book when I was reading The Great Hunt. Maybe that's why.
See, that's Dragon Reborn for me, because you get just like it's all just Matt having fun, and that's why I love it so much, because it just evokes that childhood. Let's go on an adventure, and
Matt. That fight between Galad and Goen, top notch, bro. But I feel like him blowing the horn was equally as exciting.
Yeah, that was epic. But like, that's the first time you get his point of view is in the Dragon Reborn.
Yeah,
right. Actually, like, if you'd got to see him blowing the horn from his point of view, that would have been fucking incredible.
He would have been like, "Oh shit, what the hell am I doing, bro?"
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna blow this horn. I'm not gonna blow this horn.
His point of view alone is entertaining, bro.
Exactly.
Like, even if he doesn't do anything. Yeah, you're right. I can agree on that. Okay, I think I'm going to have to end the stream now. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to end the stream then, because I'm running the stream.
Yeah. Like I said, guys, a lot of tech issues, man. We'll get this sorted sometimes in the future, man.
It's been a pleasure chatting to you again, man.
No, thank you for joining, man. It's been very good, man. It's actually crazy when you have a plan, but then conversations kind of drive you to other topics.
Yeah.
It's epic, man. As long as you can
talk for hours and hours and hours about the Wheel of Time. So,
no, it's cool, bro. It's a very good story, and I feel like the Fires of Heaven is. I finally feel like I'm in the story, so
yeah,
that's also a good thing.
Anyway,
guys, thank you.
The first 3 books of the prologue.
Yeah, I've mentioned that multiple times, bro. Multiple times I mentioned that, and now Shadow Rising, the world is massive, man. And then the Fires of Heaven. Okay, let's dive into that massive world now. So, very, very good. Anyway, thank you again. If you guys have not subscribed to James yet, the link will be in the description down below. So give him a follow, give him a subscribe. If you're not subscribed to me, what are you guys doing, bro? Subscribe. Fire up, man. Holy, next week, man, we're gonna go live again, bro. I'll see you guys there. And yeah, until next time, again, thank you, James, again. And thank you, the chat. And yeah, we'll see you guys very soon. Stay tuned for Sunday. The first review for the Fires of Heaven will drop on Sunday.